towards 38, 39, 40. You don't have any business giving a man condition before he can marry you. Ladies are so deep into competition with guys these days and they forget that they are not the same.
I am convinced that it is women that are suffering in their marriages and that allow their husbands to do different types of nonsense to them that come on this app to open their mouth and vomit rubbish like
The worst set of people younger ladies should listen to are the married women that hate or that look down on older women that are single. Just because they see a woman that is in her 30s or 40s and she's not yet married, and because they got married in 20s or 21, 22, in their 20s, they believe that they are better off than them and they look down on them and start, saying that you've used your younger age to chase men away, you are not happy or lonely, and you should not have options. Those set of married women are the worst kind of women you should go and ask advice or look for advice for if you are a single young girl, because I just feel like this set of women are miserable. So because they are miserable in their marriages and they see you as a single person, just doing your thing, and probably both of you are almost the same age, or even you might even be older, and they're like, how? Because they are jealous of your lifestyle, they want, because I always say it's misery loves company. They want you to also be miserable like them. They'll start bashing your lifestyle and start, putting men on high standard. There's this particular woman, Nigerian woman, that is saying that if you as a woman, you're in your 30s, in 37, 38, 39, 40, approaching 40, and a man comes to approach you, you should not even have any option, like just say yes because you're too old. That because you've used all your 20s to do shakara for men. So now that you're in your late 30s, entering your early 40s, and now a man is approaching you, you're still giving the man condition on what to do. Why should you be giving him condition? You should just accept whatever man that comes to you. Let me show you the guy's video.
Once you cross the age of 37 as a lady and you're looking towards 38, 39, 40, you don't have any business giving a man condition before he can marry you. Ladies are so deep into competition with guys these days and they forget that they are not the same. You as a lady, age is not on your side. A 40-year-old man or a 50-year-old man can decide to marry a lady in her 20s. But you as a 40-year-old woman or as a 50-year-old woman, you see that you cannot do the same. When you are in your prime, you reject and reject and reject. And then when you are approaching 40, 50, you start looking for churches to run to. Every day of the week, you're in the church praying for what is not lost. That was how this man was supposed to get married to a 39-year-old lady, and she was giving him condition that she must do white marriage, she must do traditional marriage, she must do court marriage. At the same time, if you ask me, I feel like it's a trap. They don't have any other option, so they want to secure any man securable, any man that they can get, any man that crosses their path. They want to secure that man. Meanwhile, in your 20s, you were rejecting men. You said you don't want men. You were decentering them, and now all of a sudden you need them. If you are in your 20s and you feel like, okay, in the future you want to get married when you can, at your young age, not until you get to 40 years. And when people complain that ladies in their 40s are aggressive and all of that, you start feeling somehow. No, that is the truth. Any single ladies in their 39, 40, 41, 42-year-old, they are always aggressive because they cannot get the man that they want. Yes, the men they want don't want them. If as a young girl or as a young lady who wants to get married in the future and you are following all these online feminists blindly, I'm sorry for you. By the time you realize, it will be too late for you. It is well. Towards 38, 39, 40. You don't have any business giving a man condition before he can marry you. Ladies are so deep into competition with guys these days and they forget that they are not the same.
I am convinced that it is women that are suffering in their marriages and that allow their husbands to do different types of nonsense to them that come on this app to open their mouth and vomit rubbish like this. And I'm saying this as a 30-year-old married lady because there is no way this human being opened her mouth to say that women 38 and above should not state their conditions for marriage. So they should just marry anything that comes their way because they're that hungry for marriage. This is how you guys destroy women. You destroy ladies. And there's a lot of married women that are jealous and envious of single women, and that must be this lady's case, because you should always be a girl's girl and you should always clamor for women standing up for what is right and what they deserve. There's a lot of men on, in fact there's a lot of dogs on this app that make it seem like good men don't exist. The real men, they exist. They're not on this app, sweetie. And Guess where I got this post from? I got it from a man's repost. Of course, that's what they like. They like pick me's that be posting these types of
Yeah.
nonsense. But I need the ladies to continue to wake up and demand for what's right so that you will enjoy your marriage. If you are not able to enjoy your marriage, then there's no point in getting married. You can be sad alone. You can cry alone. Listen, that phrase, you can do that all by yourself, it is real.
Once you cross the age of 37 as a lady and you are looking towards 38, 39, 40, you don't have any business giving a man condition before he can marry you. Ladies are so deep into competition with guys these days and they forget that they are not the same. You as a lady, age is not on your side. A 40-year-old man or a 50-year-old man can decide to marry a lady in her 20s. But you as a 40-year-old woman or as a 50-year-old woman, you see that you cannot do the same. When you are in your prime, you reject and reject and reject. That is the truth. Any single ladies in their 39, 40, 41, 42-year-old, they are always aggressive because they cannot get the man that they want. Yes, the men they want don't want them. If as a young girl or as a young lady who wants to get married in the future and you are following all these online feminists blindly, I'm sorry for you. By the time you realize, it will be too late for you.
I have been tagged multiple times under this creator's videos and I ignore it because I did not get a PhD to come and be debating or educating people who have never
Like,
read any critical literature on feminism. And I say this because she dedicates a considerable part of her content to bash feminism and feminists. The reason why you, as a woman, an African woman, can come online and share your perspective. You are not in the kitchen, married off at the age of 13 or 15 to go and be the eighth wife of a man who is 70 years with erectile dysfunction. The reason why you are not in that situation is because of feminism. Feminism advocated for you to be able to have a voice, to share your opinion, and to choose who you will marry or if you want to marry or not, implying that your basic human rights, such as having an opinion and sharing your opinion publicly, is because of feminism. But keep biting the fingers that gave you freedom. Also, it is ridiculous to say that a woman who is in her late 30s and 40s should not have a standard. Like, I don't know how some of you African women, especially some of you Nigerian women, I don't know how you think. Because a man
I
is not a
don't.
need. You require a need for survival. A man is a want. If you don't end up having a man or getting married or having kids, you will not die. Nobody has died because they didn't get married or they never had a child. So I'm not sure what your point is. Also, when you look at the research in terms of who benefits from marriage, obviously you don't read research. Let me share this. When you look at the research, marriage benefits men more than it benefits women. So a single woman would outlive a married woman, and a single woman with a good career is likely to be doing well when she's older than married women. Go and look at some research. Implying that a woman who is in her late 30s, 40s, or 50s who is single and she has a stable career and she has money, she's better off than a man in his 40s or 50s. Do you know that by the age of 40, 40% of men have erectile dysfunction? By the age of 70, 70% of men have erectile dysfunction. So how are they going to keep up with their young wife? You're saying that a man in his 40s and 50s can marry younger women in their 20s. That is why those men become victims of paternity fraud, because they cannot keep up. Obviously, you are always entangled in upholding patriarchy. You do not notice what is happening online. You are a Nigerian woman. Have you seen your Nigerian brothers who are in their 30s and late 20s marrying their grandmothers, marrying women who are older than their mother simply for the opportunity to come to America, Canada, the UK, or to the Western world? Older women are going to Nigeria every day to marry younger men in their late 20s
Sure.
and in their late 30s. And these Nigerian men flaunt these older women on their social media every day. So I do not understand your perspective. Dear ladies, make money, build yourself, and if you want a man, if you want a husband, you can get it. Stop listening to all these women who are upholders of patriarchy. They don't know what is happening. If you're a woman, you have a good career, you make your own money, you're well established, believe me, you're going to be changing men like you change your panties if you want to. A man who is in his 40s and 50s, and if he has money and he gets a wife and he cannot keep up sexually, he would be a victim of paternity fraud. Just go look at the paternity fraud rate in Nigeria. I'm just saying. My name is Dr. Zida. I'm a sociologist. To all my lovely followers, please stop tagging me under such posts. I did not get a PhD to come online to be debating and correcting people who have simply refused to gain some knowledge about feminism and be educated. My name is Dr. Zida. If you're not following, guess what? Hit the follow button.
The happiest people are single women and married men. They're the two happiest groups of people always.
Single women
and married men
are the happiest.
But the happiest groups of people, like not married women. Married women like end up doing all the jobs, and married women aren't happier than single women. Single women are happier than married women, and married men are really happy because they get everything done for them.
Women who do not have children and are not married live longer than women who are married with children. They earn more money. They are healthier. They are less likely to die of suicide. Women without children and without marriages, less likely to commit suicide, less likely to be victims of homicide, less likely to die in car accidents, less likely to suffer from alcoholism and drug addiction, less likely to report themselves depressed and anxious, and more sexually satisfied than women who are married with children, right? It's like there's not a single way that you can measure success and well-being on any cultural or sociological scale that unmarried and childless women do not outperform women who are married with children. So the opposite is true of men. There is no sociological data, there is no way that you can measure it, that married men do not outperform single men. And the reason for that is that women pour their lives into their partners. And so they literally exchange literal years of their life by pouring into their partner, uplifting their partner, who will then thrive and succeed and prosper.
I'm not surprised because she's a Nigerian woman. I'm in Nigeria. So this is like almost all women behave like this, speak like this, talk like this, especially married women. That they feel like they've arrived in their husband's house after they've had like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 children. They feel like they've achieved it all. So when they see you as a single person and probably the same age or older than them, they start talking anyhow, start, telling you, you are not married, as if you are going through a lot. And the thing is that these people are not happy. They are not really happy. They wish they are living your lifestyle. They wish that you guys can exchange that lifestyle. They wish they can be in your shoes, like just be free and be able to up and go do anything. Nobody's owing them accountable for anything because they have children, they have husband, they don't have a life. So them seeing you that this person has a life, this person is looking good, this person is that. I mean, I'm just stuck in the house as they stay at home. Most of them are stay-at-home mothers. Most of them, if they have a job, most of the time they are stay at home, right? So they are miserable. They're not doing anything. And seeing single women enjoying themselves pisses them off. What they will just do is just to talk down on single women. You see them saying that, this person is not yet married, and can you imagine? I introduced her to my friend or to my brother, and she said my brother is not fine, or she said my brother talks to. If you look for any red flag in a man, and they come to want to matchmake you with somebody, and you tell them that I'm not interested in this kind of person you brought to me because he's so and so, and I'm looking for so and so. It's a problem. They'll come for you. They'll tell you, see somebody I'm trying to help. You're still doing shakara. You don't know that you're getting old. You still want to get married. You're already clocking 40 or you're in your 40s, and there's no man is coming to meet you. Now, we are trying to find a man for you. You're still being picky. Why are you being picky at that age? So because I'm 40 now, I should just pick any man that comes to me just because marriage is the ultimate goal. Marriage is, if I don't get married, my life, I've not fulfilled anything important in my life. It's just so crazy how almost all women in my country, this is how they reason. This is exactly how they think. They hate to see single women happy, living their lives and not bothered about men. They just hate it. It's in their blood. just be single and you have your ride, you have your house, everything, you're doing well, you're wealthy, you they hate you. They don't like, they're not happy. They're not happy. They'll start like, now why? Just imagine if they come to your house. Probably you guys are friends. They come to your house, they tell you, just imagine you have a man. Just imagine, they'll start telling you about their husband. Oh, my husband. You don't have husband, you cannot understand. Oh, you don't have children, you cannot understand. They are all miserable, but because they want you to be miserable like them, and they see that you're not miserable like them, they are annoyed. That is why you can come online to come and be saying 30, 39, don't be picky. Any man that comes to meet you, you should just take it. Don't give him condition. So because I want to get married to a man and the man should not marry me, I should just move to his house. So she's trying to make an example of a person that somebody went to meet a woman that was in her 30s or 40s, and she's like, I want to do tradition, I want to do church, I want to do court and all of that. So she should not do all of that because she's already in her 40s. She should just agree and move to the man's house like that and start living together. Like even oh God, you guys, they think called Mrs. or called mommy something, or living with a man, or probably having a man's last name, that is your husband's last name, is an achievement. That is what most of these women think, that this is as are the reason. And it's just so painful. Like, it's just so painful to see them. Like, most of them are not even understanding that single women are actually happier. They're actually living their life. Like, you can actually achieve a lot without being married. Marriage is not the ultimate. Like, most of them are not getting it, and it's just so painful. You guys, what's your take on this video? Let's have conversation down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Maria Davis, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.